Hello, my lovely people. Welcome back to the channel You Matter. I go by the name Empath Divine Intuitive, and I appreciate you all for being here and viewing this channel. All I ask is that you guys help me get this channel in the right direction to reach souls that need guidance, motivation, and assistance. And the easy way for you to do this is just by sharing. That's right, hitting the button and sharing me, liking, commenting a lot, and that gets me out there. And don't forget hitting the bell button. It will always keep you notified when videos and things are being posted up. So I hope you're doing well. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I hope you're staying hydrated and feeling the best that you can be. But let's dive right into a quick message I feel I want to talk about. Self motivation is the key to your success. Before I feel that you can, say you want a motivation coach, a life coach, a confidence coach, a self love coach, I feel powerful, effective tips can start within. Okay? First of all, we have to start within with even realizing that there's things we need to change within. Once you realize that things that you can be doing currently and it's not working, it's not, progressing the right way, then you know it's time for a change. I felt like I wanted to do this video to tell you guys that I know you guys have so many accomplishments, you have so many goals that you're trying to tackle and do, but I want you guys to start patting yourself on the back for the smallest accomplishments. I'm going to give you some tips here, some examples, and hopefully this will help you to start learning to self motivate yourself. Most of you may have a problem that you look for validation. You seek validation for others. Most of you are waiting for people to give you that recognition, to give you that pat on the back and tell you good job. But being real, sometimes you're not going to get that right away. Sometimes you're going to get people that's not going to acknowledge what you're doing, even if you're doing everything you're supposed to do. So it all starts with seeking the validation from self. Let's give you a couple examples here. Let's say, for example, one of your goals is that you want to cut back on sweets, you're trying to work on your weight, and let's just say you go to the market, you walk past the sweet aisle. That's good. You don't pick up the cake. Instead of picking up the cake, you pick up carrots, vegetables. Right then and there is a moment for you to applaud yourself for what you did. I'm not saying start clapping crazy inside of the market, but start applauding yourself for what you did. Take that as note. A powerful way to help self motivate ourselves is to help us to rewrite our negative subconscious. Most people who have a problem with self motivating themselves usually has a problem with the negative subconscious. That means your negative subconscious is talking at an all-time high at you, telling you what you can't do, telling you what you're not capable of doing. And a lot of times, these issues always stem from the environment we're usually in, the people that we're around, and it can even get even deeper from going to childhood. I always say when it comes to that situation that you're always supposed to work from the root of the problem. Never work from the top of the problem when trying to work on why you have issues with motivating yourself. Why do you have lack of confidence with the things you're trying to accomplish? I would say start at the bottom of the root of the plant. What made this tree grow? And a lot of times this can be trauma based from perhaps your parents or guardians who took care of you, and maybe they didn't motivate you enough. Maybe they made you feel bad because you didn't do stuff a certain way, how your siblings probably can do this or how others were doing. You probably were compared. You probably was in a competition with siblings and cousins. For others, you know, they feel like you were doing the bare minimum. A lot of these things stay implanted in your head. And as always, all it takes is a little bit of self doubt to make the negative subconscious runs. So let's say, for example, your goal and your target is that you want to eat more healthier. You want to cut down some. And like I said, you go in the market that day and you decide not to pick up a sweet. You pick up a fruit or a vegetable instead. Applaud yourself. You need to take that into consideration while you're in that market, while you're out that market until you get home. To talk to self and say, we did it. Self is the inner of us. Say, we did it today. I'm proud of us. We did it. I'm proud of myself. I did that. Instead of me picking up the Twinkies that I normally pick up, I picked up a fruit instead. I picked up a carrot instead. Then you start building up that subconscious. You start to aim higher and say, you know what? Tomorrow we're going to go higher this time. Tomorrow we're going to incorporate a little bit more into our diet. Some examples. Let's say, for example, you have a goal with your business, and your goal for your business is to be a millionaire. But then in your environment and negativity and people around you will make you feel like you can't be a millionaire. Why can't you be a millionaire? Do you feel that it's impossible for you to be a millionaire? What if I tell you that there are a million ways that you can make multiple streams of income, that your revenue can be $1,000,000? You have to believe that. You have to wake up with this attitude of saying, hey, thank you, universe. Today I'm a day closer to becoming a millionaire, or thank you for making me a successful millionaire, a successful entrepreneur. Thank you for bringing multiple streams of income and business opportunities and partnerships and deals that I can contribute to this money. Today, I am going to find ways to bring in multiple streams of, being a millionaire. The next step, what you would do is when you are working on these self-motivation tips and motivating yourself for whatever it is. These are examples. All of you guys listening to this video have different type of goals and admirations and things you're trying to accomplish. I say we could take it back to the old school. Whoever remember when you were a child, and you could remember when you were a kid, that the teacher would have a sticker and it would have your name on the sticker. And let's say you accomplish something very small. It usually starts in kindergarten. And let's say you cleaned up after yourself. You put the crayons up and they give you a star. I feel like you need to do that to yourself. You need to show that you are a VIP. You are a very important person. Make a chart for you. Make an accomplishment chart. Write down on your accomplishment chart, what are you trying to accomplish, and start writing some of the things that you did to get closer to that accomplishment. And even if there's some days that you fall, because nobody's perfect, there's going to be some days, if your goal is to lose weight and you want to go for a jog 3 days a week, maybe this week you did 1 week. You did 1 day. Maybe that week you didn't run at all and you ate a Twinkie. Don't put yourself down. Don't get that negative subconscious back. Say, you know what? We fell off a little bit. We fell back, but we're going to come back 10 times harder, because we're not going to give up on the goal and the mission at hand. Make a accomplishment chart for yourself. Even put down on that accomplishment chart those days that you didn't actually accomplish those goals. You can say how it made you feel, but you can also say how you're going to come back stronger. I also suggest that you guys make a vision board. You guys probably are familiar with a vision board, but if you're not, you could get a nice, beautiful bulletin board and start cutting out things out of magazines, or you can find affirmation books and cut out things, or even write it on construction paper or notebook paper. Get creative and write the things that you want to do. But always start as, I'm confident, I'm successful, I'm capable, I'm determined, I have perseverance, I will strive. I am abundant. I am rich and successful. I'm healthy. I'm lovable. I'm beautiful. I'm attractive. This also can work for if your goal is that you want love in your life. You want your person in your life. You can't get the person in your life if you don't feel that you are worthy and you don't feel that you can attract love. Because what happens is you attract negative. So even if it's about your diet, right? If you're thinking negative about yourself and think, I'm never going to lose this weight. First of all, that's the wrong word to say. I'm never going to lose this weight. I'm always going to be chunky. I'm always going to have this. I'm always going to have that. You're going to keep bringing negative things towards your way to keep you in that state that you don't lose any weight. You will bring people towards you that will make you feel like, oh, you don't need to lose that. And you will find yourself in negative environments and fast food environments and places you're trying to run from, and you won't lose the weight. When it comes to you trying to work a business and you're starting a business from the ground up, when you find your purpose and your passion and you're starting a business from the ground up, it's hard as hell. It's hard starting from scratch, right? But if you walk with that mindset and say, my business is never going to be successful, my business is going to fail, I can't do this, I can't do that, you're going to attract negative situations, negative people that don't believe in you. If you have a business that you're working on, always know your worth. right? You have to have confidence in yourself and say, listen, my business and me are worth the amount that I'm charging. If you're doing a coaching business or whatever service you're doing, selling, whatever you're doing, and let's say you want to put your value of your packages of what you're serving $100, $80. It's okay sometimes to have a sale to bring customers in, but you shouldn't have to drop your business to $100 down to $20 to satisfy people, because the right people who sees how confident you are about your business and yourself will come to you. So it all starts within. Okay, what I'm saying, self motivating yourself starts within. Helpful other tips that you can do to help rewrite your negative subconscious so that you can start believing in yourself is making a self motivating tape. You can probably use your phone, you can probably, get a cassette tape player, whatever you can do, and voice record all the things you feel about yourself. And listen, even if you have to write it down on paper about how you feel about yourself, from the time you wake up in the morning, throughout the day, before you go to sleep, you should be saying something positive about yourself that you are capable of doing and what's going to happen. Period. That's the only way to rewrite your negative subconscious, to get your negative subconscious mind to believe that we can do this. Because you got to realize your negative subconscious is not on the same page as your higher self. So you can't slack off on this, and say it one time and then leave it alone, because the negative thoughts is always going to talk to you. So you can make a tape. Use your voice memo. Make a tape. Start saying, we are going to do this. You're going to do this, Sue. You're capable. Play it in the night if you have to while you're asleep. Our brain never sleeps. And our negative subconscious speaks even stronger when we're sleeping. When you're in a still state of mind, you say these things. When you wake up, play it as an affirmation tape in the morning time. If you want to put some music in the background behind it to give you and give you it, do it. You can use it on post-it sticker notes anywhere in your house. So where areas that you go so you can see it. Let's say you're trying to start a business and you have a room that you use, that's your office. If you have your goals of working on your business, that's where you need to be putting these things at, so you cannot escape it. You will see it. If you're trying to get a new car, put those notes on the car you have so you can know the goal of what you're doing. If you're trying to cut back on things health-wise, put these things on the refrigerator. So every time when you touch that refrigerator door, you will see what the goal that you're aiming for. If you're working on things that's about your self-confidence and loving yourself, you need to be putting these on mirrors. Everybody has a mirror inside their house where they go. You need to put that there so it can force you to look at yourself in the mirror and say these powerful affirmations to yourself. The key of self-confidence and believing in yourself, it starts within, but it also starts with rewriting your negative subconscious and believing yourself. So I hope these tips, you can keep it into consideration. Very helpful tips. I would also say too that journaling is very important. Make sure you're journaling. Make sure you're writing things, and it's going to feel uncomfortable. I will say how you start this. We make a pro and con sheet. Write the cons, what you feel about yourself, with the things you don't feel confident and motivated about that you can't do. Write it down. It's between you. You're going to look at it. You're going to say it out loud. It's going to make you feel uncomfortable. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, that's a sign that your soul's not comfortable. It's time for a change. Then you're going to get another notebook and you're going to write positive things. And when you write these positive things, I'm going to be real, you're not going to feel any of that when you're writing it. You're going to think this is bull crap. That's okay. The point is, you have to get uncomfortable to be comfortable. And you're going to keep saying these things to yourself every day. Make flashcards if you have to. Pick something out, shuffle it, get something that you're uncomfortable about, work on that goal. Until the point is to be confident in yourself. Most people feel like it's being cocky about yourself if you tell somebody in a room, well, I don't know about you, but I know I'm going to be a self-made entrepreneur that's going to be making over $500K a year. I'm not doing the salary job. That's not you being cocky and putting anybody down. That's you saying what you're going to do, because all of us have our own purpose and path and journey that we're trying to lead. It's humbleness. It's not like you're putting people down about what they do. This is about what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. Start looking at yourself and saying, listen, I know I look good. I know I'm handsome. I know I'm beautiful. And if they can't accept me for who I am, or if they feel this way, then they weren't for me. See what I'm saying? It's that confidence build up. But of course, as always, getting a self-motivation coach to help you, getting a life coach, business coach, all those things help you. But until you can get those things, Start working within. And that is also another power of inner shadow work. So I really hope that this video can help you. Play it as many times as you can. And I also do offer services in that way too, to help you stay motivated on yourself, and we can tackle what is a goal that you need to work on to stay self-motivated. So until next time, have a lovely and blessed day. Take care of yourself. Drink a lot of fluids. Bye-bye.